Hi everyone, this is Robyn with mypinkstamper.com, and I'm excited to share one of the sneak peek stamp set bundles from the new Occasions catalog. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to give you an up-close view really quick of what we're using. We're using the Botanical Builder framelits. I keep calling them, these are Thinlits. They're only called framelits if it's just the outer frame. Does that make sense? And it's Thinlits if it has like images and such. Okay, so we're using this and we're going to put that through the Big Shot, and we're using the Botanicals for you. We're just using on your special day. And then this is the one that actually coordinates. So if you wanted to stamp and then use your framelit, you could stamp with it. And this does come in a bundle and you can save 15%, or you can get it just with the Botanical Blooms or the Botanical Builder. And then if you get both of these and then you add a couple items, you can get Botanicals for you for free. So if you have a retail order of $50 or more, you get it for free. Okay, so we're using Whisper White Thick Cardstock, which I've already scored with my Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer. Okay, so I have that ready to go. And then I'm using some of the pattern paper that's in the Botanicals collection. It's really the same sheet, and then it has two sides. We're using crushed curry cardstock, and we're using my favorite, the Glimmer paper. This is the black Glimmer paper, and then we're using glue dots and dimensional and the Whisper White, the white embossing powder and the Whisper White pad. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to be using the Big Shot twice, and we'll do that first. We're actually using it on this piece of paper. It's actually pretty cool what we're going to do with it. So in this collection of framelits, you have one that is it's a border punch. So I'll show you what we're going to do with that. So instead of just cutting out the whole image, it only cuts out half. I'll put my Big Shot out for you guys so you can see. Okay, so what we're going to do here, let me get this all ready to go in my well-loved Big Shot. Alright, so I am going to stick my paper down like this, and I'm going to take my framelit. Can you guys see that okay? I'm going to fix it for you so you can see it better. I'm just going to have it do the outer edge. About this much, about so, like that. And then we're going to put our sandwich plate on the top, and then there's one underneath on the magnetic platform. Just roll it through, and we will leave it here because we're going to use it again in a second. So now when I pull this off, look at this. Is that magical or what? Isn't that so cute? I love it. Okay, then we can just set this aside. And then the next one we're going to use, this one is really super cool too. So it looks just like a regular flower, right? So this is just a regular flower, but watch what happens when you put it through the Big Shot. Let's put our sandwich plate on top, run it through. Actually, we're using 3 different cuts. I was thinking it was just 2. 3 cuts. Getting my money's worth out of this framelit collection. Okay. And then watch what happens. So now this one, I'm going to show you one of our new tools. It's the, where is it? The Big Shot brush tool, whatever it's called. The Sizzix tool. I'm going to show you how to use this. This will be available in the new Occasions catalog starting January 5th. It's $11, super inexpensive. And you see how there's these little dots, and we have some intricate dies, and before you kind of had to poke through to try to get them out. Now you can just run this along it, run this through, and I've used this already with the Love Blossoms, the Blossom die, which is very intricate. Now watch this. You can just pull it off. It comes right off. Ta-da! It's like magic. It really is. It's super cool. And I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to use, so now I'm going to show you how this is so cool. So look, these come up. Is that so awesome? Look at that. It's just so pretty. So it's 3D. Okay. Or 2D, whatever you call it. The last one is we're using the Glimmer paper, and I have a leftover strip from a project I was working on for one of my classes that I had in October. So we are going to put this on the top, run this through, just have to run it through once, and then let me get this out of my way so I can do my regular classic, our regular video again. All right, so now we have, ta-da! And it's a glimmer. It's all sparkly and gorgeous and beautiful. Okay, so now let's put everything together and I'll show you where we're going to emboss or what we're going to emboss. I'll just use some paper, some paper for it. Okay, so we will go ahead and emboss on this first. I have all my little sheets that I cut ready. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm using the saying from Botanicals for You. It's on your special day. So I already have it mounted on my clear acrylic Stampin' Up! Block. And I'm going to open my Whisper White. And I'm going to get my white embossing powder ready. And I'm just going to use this as the background for now because it'll be fine, I promise. I promise. You just need a paper or some sort of container to put your embossing powder back into. So on your special day, and I'm going to emboss right on my pattern paper. On your special day. And you can't really see it well just yet, but you'll be able to see it in a second. And if you want to use your embossing buddy first, you can make sure that you don't have any sticking. Like I have a little bit sticking, so I'm just going to rub it off with my finger. Okay, so on your special day, so this is going to show up. And we'll just pour this back into our bottle. See how easy that was? And I'll set that aside. I can still use the paper, it's not ruined. Okay, so now we're going to take the Stampin' Up! Tool. I'm excited. Let me get it out here, make sure that it's turned, are plugged in and ready to go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just emboss it. Turn it on. High. You need it on high if you're going to emboss. Wet emboss. I'll do it kind of close so you guys can see it. You'll see it start to change consistency and it'll get a little bit darker. So it'll actually show up on your pattern paper, which is really cool. Okay, so let me let it cool down for just a second. And we'll go ahead and get our white paper. So what I'm going to do, this is the Whisper White Thick Cardstock. And this strip was cut at 5 1/4. And this is cut at just 2 1/2. Let me get my snail adhesive. And I'm just going to have this, oops, I'm going to just put this on here where it can have an even frame around 3 sides. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put adhesive on it. Blah, blah. Okay, and now we're going to put this so it also has a nice frame and so it lines up. Look at that. So cute! We're almost done, you guys! So excited. Okay, so now we're going to take this and kind of lift these up a little bit so their purpose, people can tell. And we're going to use a glue dot on this. Just going to grab a glue dot and stick it in the middle of the black glimmer paper. And I'm going to stick it in the middle of this one. So pretty. And then I'm going to take, let's see what I have here. I'm going to take a rhinestone. Just stick it in the middle of this. Give it a little bit of sparkle. And we're going to take a dimensional, where are my dimensionals? Right here. And almost done. So this gives you at least one idea on what you would do with this series, or this theme in the catalog. And I'm just going to stick it kind of right down here. So on your special day, so if you know somebody that's getting married and maybe they're going to Hawaii on their honeymoon, or maybe somebody, this is for their anniversary or their birthday, just a really simple card. And here's the other one I made with it. I'm now starting to make 2 at a time. So look at that! Isn't this super cute? Okay, I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.